not wicked.
Yes, as a matter of fact, you are.
Christina Crawford said in her notorious tell-all Mommy Dearest that she had to walk away in disgust and horror during the screening of Queen Bee, starring her mother Joan Crawford.
One female alone may be the queen bee. All the other females serve only to sacrifice themselves.
Apparently, the film is closer to a documentary in Christina's world, as it's a showcase of Joan's most vicious, controlling, passive-aggressive, and violent behavior. Queen Bee is a fan favorite for Joan Crawford cultists. Bee falls into a camp classic genre as it tries to desperately imitate the Southern Gothic sensuality of a Tennessee Williams play and the stylized melodrama of a Douglas Sirk film, failing miserably on both accounts, but it's overstuffed with unintentional laughs. She spends a lot of time torturing Betsy Palmer, who has some of the best scenes.
You know, I used to wonder about Eva until I read a book about bees.
Now, this is ridiculous.
The queen bee.
I'm not going to stay and listen to such nonsense.
Your turn will come. She'll sting you one day. Oh, ever so gently, so you hardly even feel it.
Crawford is the anti-heroine, Palmer is the anti-villainous. Betsy Palmer is probably most famous for her camp classic and unintentional laugh fest Friday the 13th.
Aren't you ashamed of frightening me like that?
I didn't mean to.
And of course, Joan steals every scene with her usual treacherous trademarks, slapping faces, insults, and younger men.
Please forgive me. If it's true, tell me who it is. Who do you think? What were you reading?
A book about bees. A sad little book all about bees.
Aren't you quaint? Imagine anyone caring about bees.
Bette Davis and Joan Crawford had a notorious rivalry, manically detailed in the fabulous book The Divine Feud, which was later highly stylized and yet watered down by Ryan Murphy and FX. When I first read The Divine Feud, I was shocked to learn that Bette actually played Joan in a Hollywood melodrama, The Star. The screenwriters of The Star, Catherine Albert and Dale Unson, were one-time friends of Joan Crawford.
You see, there's a little of me in every woman.
Eventually, there was a falling out. Behind the couple's back, Crawford arranged a secret marriage ceremony of the couple's daughter, the parents disapproving of the new son-in-law. Inspired by the ups and lowdowns of her career, in The Star, they wrote an unfavorable characterization of Crawford as an aging actress who's stony broke, grasping at straws, and humiliating herself.
If you'll just give us the monthly check, Margaret, we'll be shoving along.
Can't you get it through your thick skull that I'm broke? Dead, flat, stony broke?
The best scenes are towards the beginning of the film. There's an especially hilarious politically incorrect scene where she goes drinking and driving. Davis supplied her own Oscar for the prop. Bette Davis was fresh from her Oscar win from one of the best films of all time, All About Eve, so it's surprising how cheap and B-movie-ish The Star feels. Was it to emphasize the main character's low economic status in Hollywood? Or is it just a cheap melodrama? I've seen The Star 3 times and I still can't tell. Davis loved the script apparently, which she thought was peppered with real insight to how the industry is. It slags a bit towards the end, but it's a must-see if you're a Davis-Crawford fan. So there you have it, a film where Crawford plays herself, and a film where Davis plays Crawford, a perfect double feature. If only art always imitated life in this fashion.
All that's want to do that to me.
You
Shut up! Shut up! I know that. You don't know anything. You don't know how well I know your brother.
Definitely two of the more absurd camp classics from the infamous Hollywood divas.
Come on, Oscar. Let you and me get drunk.
I'm Jacob Lomax, and thank you for watching Strangest Films.